Hello friends, welcome to Java threading tutorial. In this video, we will see how to use single thread executor service. One can use the executors dot new single thread executor to get a single task executor service. Previously, we used new cached thread pool, so that will span multiple thread and executes the task, or the task will be executed in parallel. The executor service now run the task one by one, because here this time we are creating a new single thread executor, so it's a single thread executor service. So even though you submit multiple tasks, it will execute the tasks one by one. Submitted tasks are queued in the order in which they are added. So just like queue, the submitted task will be added, and the executor service will pick the task one by one, assigns that to the single thread and execute it. So let's say that we have a task of logging the website visiting users IP address in a file. So that's the task. When the task is given to a single thread executor service, the service makes sure only one task is touching the file at a given time. Because here the task is writing the IP address to the file, right? And when we give this task to the single thread executor, the executor will make sure that only one thread runs and writes the file. So other threads will wait for the file handle to get released, or the thread finishes with the task. Once the thread finishes with the task, then the next thread picks up the task from the queue and executes it. So let us state that single thread executor is having 4 tasks queued. You can say a runnable task of 4 runnable tasks that get queued in the single thread executor service. So what happens? The executor service will have a thread. So let's state that this is the order in which the queues are added. So it picks up the task and gives it to the thread. The thread will take care of opening the shared file and writes the IP address information, right? So logged in user IP address. So once the task is completed, then the second task will be assigned to the thread, and the thread will do the task of writing. So if you see, at the time only one thread will perform the task of touching the file, and in the file we are actually logging the IP address. So the task of touching the file will be done by only one thread. So at the time only one thread will perform the writing. Single threaded tasks avoid the usage of resource locking. So here this will be our shared resource, or we can call this as a resource. Since only one thread can write in single thread executor, we no need to log this resource for multi-thread issues. We can change our previous example with a single line to explore it. For example, previously we used Executors cached thread pool, new cached thread pool. This time we are using new single-threaded executor. We are calling this as thread pool, but we can call it as a single thread. And we can now go ahead with the demo and explore our ticker task. And instead of giving that to the cached thread pool, this time we will give it to the single thread executor and see how it is executing it. Now let's go to the demo. So this is our main method. Previously we are using new cached thread pool, right? This time we will use new single thread executor. And previously we have 3 thread, right? We will use the same 3. We will build this and run it. And now you can observe how the threads are queued and how it is executing the task one by one. So you can see ticker 1 task is executed first, then ticker 2 task is executed, and finally ticker 4 was picked and that got executed. So that's the use of single thread executor. That's all here in this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.